What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 500 and I believe 17 of Community Universe Mode, if I am correct. We all know that vintage dashing memory. And it is edition, I can confirm, number 139 of Monday Night Fusion. And we kick off an action-packed episode this Sunday. Is Battle Scars 4, the Fusion exclusive pay-per-view, the second to last of the season, as another young rookie looks to earn a contract with CMV's flagship show. But in order to do so, much like Mason Red last week, is going to have to defeat, well, this man, formerly known as the Black Gale, formerly known as Brandon Rain. Now we don't know exactly who this man is. Something else entirely. But boy, did he destroy that poor soul that stepped into the ring with him last week. And much like he did at Ascendance to Nicholas Hemmerling, stomped on Red's throat. Red was taken to the hospital, and, well, I hadn't had an update on him since, but I can't assume he's going to be wrestling anytime soon. What's up, everybody? What up, Babs? Topher, Hardline, Mark, Jaden, Moon, Bateman. You are a cool Saturday night breeze. Yeah, well, certainly tonight's show is going to be an awesome one. Ahead of Battle Scars 4, guys, Alistair Knox begins his United States Championship Open Challenge as he'll defend his title against Chris Sullivan. Jason Spade returning to action as he goes one-on-one with Adam Scott. And not to mention a hell of a main event, 3 of the 6 men who will compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match this Sunday at Battle Scars 4. MF3, MLP, and Pierre Thompson looking to grab themselves some momentum as Ricky Sparks looks to grab himself a Fusion contract. Gentleman Engineer Suckle looking for some fresh blood, but wants to make sure they can make it here on the grandest stage. And so testing these rooks against Brandon Rain. Well, again, I just call him Brandon Rain for the sake of calling him something. This is not Brandon Rain as he starts off strong. Corkscrew senton, and Sparks, much like Mason Red last week, not seeming to stand a chance against the former two-time Rising Star champion. Pop-up dropkick connecting, and Ricky Sparks trying to roll to the apron and catch a breather. I mean, didn't really even get a chance to realize what was happening before Rain was all over him like a monkey on a cupcake. Shoulder thrust to the midsection, down to the outside goes Ricky Sparks, but not giving up. It's Brandon Rain from the apron. What the hell is he looking for here? Oh, how cheeky. The cheekiest move I have ever seen. And now a pile driver on the outside. Good Lord Almighty, somebody help Ricky Sparks. This isn't fair. What's up, Albius? Well, Ricky Sparks, credit where credit is due, somehow is still standing, trying as he might to fight back here. Look at that now, pump head on neck breaker. Referee Murphy at a count of 5. If Ricky Sparks can somehow come back and win this match, he will earn himself a Fusion contract. But currently he's doing just about as well as Mason Red did last week. Sparks not giving up though, guys. Sparks rushing back into the ring. I got respect for this kid. But once again, just as he gets going, Brandon Rain's there to meet him. Up over the shoulders now, looks like a torture rack setup into a kind of burning hammer-esque maneuver there. From the apron, Brandon Rain, guys, is calling for the end. The raindrop blackout. busting Sparks open. 1, 2, 3, and once again, Brandon Ring battles back. A young hopeful. And much like last week, please, Ricky, don't fall for this. This is exactly what happened to Mason Red. He fell for this exact thing, and then Brandon Ring tore him apart. But that's like Sparks has no idea. He's got no idea. What's up, Dynamic? Well, Ricky Sparks was hoping to earn himself a Fusion contract there, but something tells me he's going to be joining Mason Red on the show. Well, up next, the show must continue. We know that we got so much in store for you all tonight. Got later on a 6-man tag team matchup. Yuri Sokolov, talking to him earlier today, we knew prior that the Good Brothers, Xander Slate, Reese Ortiz, and Randy Boy compete. He will be coming up off the shelf to join his fellow partners to defend the trios titles this Sunday at Battle Scars 4. But General Manager Yuri Sokolov has told me, I cannot believe this. We will see them in action tonight. Listen to this team. Mark Intel and Guri Sukanov, who of course were drafted over to Fusion. They call themselves the Monsters. And their partner, none other than a former Trios champion, guys, the Gargoyle of Destruction, Damien. And I actually calculated it myself. That is over 1,100 pounds. Mark Intel, Guri Sukanov, and Damien are going to be the one to challenge the Good Brothers this Sunday at Battle Scars Court for the Trios titles. And tonight, we're going to see them in action before that massive opportunity. 1,100 pounds. Gosh, do I hope that the ring is reinforced for that. But right now, we have got what has the potential to be a show stealer as former NGW champion, formerly known as J Money. But now that he's been called up and looking towards the future, decided for a little bit of rebranding. Now going by Jay Mercer. A new getup as well, shining here, glistening even in the lights. Well, he takes on a man who he actually teamed with last week alongside Jaquan Shea to challenge for the Trios titles in a losing effort. Jaden Shadow actually on Twitter blamed Jay Mercer for that Trios chip. Why did I say it like for that Trios championship loss? Said that if it weren't for Jay Mercer, they would have won the titles. Wow, a random Morton appears just as we got the news that he's coming up off the shelf, returning to action this Sunday at Battle Scars 4. If I were Morton, though, I might want to stay on that shelf, knowing who I got to defend the titles against. Both these superstars called up from NGW, looking to carve a path for themselves on CMV's flagship show. The Brule beat our asses so bad at Ascendance, Morton, that unfortunately you were injured. What's up, Hellish? Well, Battle Scars 4, guys, is definitely going to be a hell of a show. Not only do we have the Money in the Bank ladder match featuring MF3 MLP United States Champion Alistair Knox. It might not be so after tonight. He defends his title against Chris Sullivan, John Reed, PJ Moon, and Pierre Thompson. We also know that Jacob Ziegler will be putting his Fusion career on the line as he gets one more shot at Harvey Hastings in the World Championship. We also have Percy Simmons versus Schmitty. A highly volatile rivalry over these past few weeks on Fusion, going to culminate at the pay-per-view. Very excited to see that. And also recently announced, Andrew Briggs coming out here earlier tonight with fire in his eyes, demanding Another shot at Matt Devious and Yuri Sokolov has signed the match on. It will be Matt Devious and Drew Briggs once again at Battle Scars 4. But as those dollar-dollars fall from the sky, Jay Mercer takes on Jaden Shadow to prove, I guess, who was the weak link of that Trios Championship match last week. Jaden Shadow says it's Mercer. I wouldn't call Mercer a weak link, though. Former NGW champion and a man who, well, has a record of putting guys on the shelf. Look at the way he's going after Jaden Shadow's arm right now. Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese starting off strong is Jay Mercer. Now a snap German suplex. Looking to bring Jaden up to his feet, but Shadow, the smaller, more wily of the two. Definitely the age-old battle of strength versus speed here. And Shadow's trying to use his advantage to get one over Mercer, but Mercer's not making it easy for him. Nice full Nelson reverse STO. As Mercer, look at that, Murphy had his back turned. He was checking on Jaden Shadow, and Mercer takes off that top turnbuckle, exposing the steel that lies beneath. Looking for those dirty heel tactics. This is the second match. The show opened with Brandon Rain, or the man formerly known as Brandon Rain, defeating another local talent and Ricky Sparks. Not just defeating him, dismantling him. Jawbreaker by Shadow just puts a little bit of distance between the two, but that's exactly what Shadow needs. Tries to close in, but Mercer was ready for him. Quickly recuperating through the ropes and a Hangman's DDT. Taking Jaden Shadow out very well. Could be the end here, but no, Shadow survives. Oh, what's up, Hoxton? And what is up, Soul? You are not late. This is the second match. The opener saw the man formerly known as Brandon Rain defeat local talent Ricky Sparks. Got Jay Mercer taking on Jaden Shadow right now. We know we have a lot more to get to up next. The United States title will be on the line as Chris Sullivan challenges Alistair Knox. We know that. Wait a minute, guys. Something's distracting Jaden Shadow. I know you guys can't hear it, but Jaquan Shea's theme song is playing right now. Jaden Shadow is distracted by the fact. I don't think Jaquan's actually... Jaquan's behind Jaden! Shea! Jaquan Shea! Brainbuster! And the referee didn't see it! Murphy was distracted! Mercer to the pin! 1, 2, but only a 2 count! Are you kidding me? Jaquan Shea taking out Jaden Shadow with a brainbuster. Referee Murphy didn't see the interference, so there's no DQ. Mercer tried to get the pin, but it wasn't enough. Jaquan Shea, of course, is the man who teamed with Jaden Shadow and Jay Mercer last week to challenge for the Trios titles. What in the hell? Some sort of alliance or something between Jay Mercer and Jaquan Shea, as Shadow getting his clock clean there with that combination ending in a brutal forearm smash. And now Jaquan Shea's brainbuster wasn't enough to keep Shadow down, but Mercer looks to do the deed himself. Jaden Shadow not going down so easy. And Shadow looking for that massive upset. But now it's Jay Mercer counters Shadow's attempt of a finish. This has boiled down into a war zone here, and Jay Mercer again on the hunt, trying to finish off Jaden Shadow with a hammerlock DDT. The Prophet into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and that's gonna do it. Well, that certainly turned into quite the situation. Pretty back and forth matchup to start with, and then Jaquan Shea having his theme song hit the PA system, distracting Jaden Shadow, but instead, Jaquan Shea came up from behind, assisting Jay Mercer in this victory, and Murphy didn't see it, so could not call for the disqualification. Are Mercer and Shea in cahoots, or Jaquan Shea just working on his own there? Either way, costing Jaden Shadow this match while the Prophet stands tall here on Monday Night Fusion. Getting a quick drink of my agua. Pardon me. Well, guys, on to our next matchup where the United States Championship is going on. Alistair Knox beginning his weekly open challenge, saying that the competition on Fusion is beginning to bore him. He's held that United States Championship for over 4 months now. Of course, that Ascended 6 retaining against a game MLP who he will come into contact with again, as they are 2 of the 6 men slated to go at it in the Money in the Bank ladder match this Sunday at Battle Scars 4. Will Knox still have the United States title, though, as tested against the inaugural and 2-time trios champion Chris Sullivan. Sullivan getting a loss last week to the debuting Jason Spade, so you know that Sullivan is hungry to try and bounce back and gain his first singles championship. Not only is Jason Spade set for more action tonight, guys, but Shea Hoxton, I believe, actually up next, going to be in competition. And let's not forget, we have got the Monsters, Mark Intel, Guri Sukanov, and new partner Damien, going to be competing ahead of their trio championship shot against the Good Brothers, Xander Slate, Randy Morton, and Reese Ortiz this Sunday at Battles, as well as that massive main event. MF3, MLP, and Pierre Thompson competing in a triple threat, looking for momentum ahead of the Money in the Bank ladder match. This is no doubt the biggest matchup of Chris Sullivan's career, his first ever shot at a singles title one-on-one. It was at Ascendance. He was a part of that 8-man light heavyweight championship ladder match. Sullivan saying himself that obviously I can't go for the light heavyweight title again, seeing as it's now on Genesis, so I've got my eyes on Alistair Knox, knowing that Knox is going to be starting a weekly open challenge. So Yuri Suklov certainly giving the Boston kid the chance of a lifetime here. But, well, he is certainly going to have to bring his A game and then some more in order to topple Alistair Knox, the longest reigning United States champion of all time. Can count Alistair Knox's singles losses on one hand. Wielding that deadly submission of his he calls censorship, a deep guillotine choke. If Sullivan hopes to survive, he has to avoid it. Always an ominous vibe travels throughout the arena when Alistair Knox arrives. Perhaps, and arguably so, the most dangerous man to ever step foot in a CMV ring. Not a single person has been able to come close to taking that championship from around Knox's waist. And as I touched on, Knox has become, in his own words, so fed up with the lack of competition that he's just opening up the door saying anybody that wants to step up, come on and do so. Plowed through the vast majority of the Fusion roster. I'm sure Knox is actually very excited about the draft happening and all this new competition coming to Fusion that, you know, give him some fresh matches. Of course, this is the first. And even though Chris Sullivan is a major underdog, Knox would do well not to underestimate him. So here we go, the beginning of Alistair Knox's weekly United States Championship Open Challenge. Will it end? What are all those kendo sticks? All those kendo sticks just lying in the crowd there. Will it be the first and last of Knox's open challenges, though? Chris Sullivan has his way. It most certainly will be. A part of the inaugural Trios Champions, a two-time Trios Champion. Chris Sullivan from Boston is, in his own right, a phenomenal competitor. Is he ready, though, to face off against the likes of Alistair Knox? There's a few people that have a twist of fate. There he stands. Of course, we can't really get his expression, seeing as how he's always wearing a mask and those goggles. Takes a look at his United States Championship, though. Knox says as long as he holds that championship, his message will continue to echo throughout the years of the CMV universe. The message that America sucks the dreams, the life, the color out of its inhabitants. That's exactly why he made the championship completely gray, black and white. Chris Sullivan's out to change that tonight right out of the gate. Knox looks for a discus forearm smash, but Chris Sullivan catches him on the turnaround, knee to the face, right back into a front headlock. Chris Sullivan is going to hold him there. Knox now trying to come back, but Sullivan starting strong. High kick followed closely by that snap vertical suplex. Not done either. Sullivan with another vertical suplex. Sully, baby. Very, very good start with the United States Championship on the line. Tries to go low, but Alistair Knox not having any of that malarkey. Now going to try to catch him on the rebound, but monkey flip. Goodbye, Knox into the corner. I did not expect this. Eat my own words right now. Sullivan, I was about to say, trying to fly all the way across the ring. Sullivan ain't no high flyer either. Surprisingly athletic. You might not think by looking at him, but I don't know if he could jump all the way across the ring like that. Fury punch following that nasty suplex variation. Tries to go for a dragon sleeper. Chris Sullivan breaks free. Again, Sullivan, if he wants to survive this match, if he wants to walk out tonight of Hershey, Pennsylvania with the United States Championship, he cannot get caught in the censorship. Wrist clutch Northern Light suplex by Boston's own. Working on a neck crank now here, Sully. Alistair Knox doesn't seem like he can break free. Chris Sullivan doing the damage now. Going to try for a pin. This early on, can he be the one to topple Chris Sullivan? No, kick out by Knox. Now tries for a drop kick and right to the back of the head. Knox gets clipped. Chris Sullivan sees his opportunity to strike. Counters the outer swift over to the corner. Charges! And what a drop kick, mamma mia! Nearly taking Sullivan's face off. Sullivan now shakes the cobwebs quickly. Trying to stay on top of things. Trio punches directly in the face, though. Now Knox rushing towards him for a catchphrase. Sullivan very smart, though. But keep in mind, Knox has a champion's advantage. He can retain his title via a count-out or disqualification. He has in the past. Sullivan, the only way he can win the title is by pinfall submission in the ring, as now Knox takes the fight to the outside. Mounting Sullivan, trying to break through his defenses with these punches. Stomp to the gut. I don't think much of those strikes got through, though. Sullivan doing a very good job of protecting himself. Knox rushes forward, gets thrown overhead, though, by Sully with that fireman's carry. Sullivan wants to bring this fight back into the ring. I'm not too sure what he's doing here. Powerbomb setup to the United States champion. Oh, my God, powerbomb! And then, oh, my... Holy shit! Whipping Knox, and now the top rope! Sully! Corkscrew senton! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Sullivan going all out. Of course, going to the top rope there, reset Murphy's count. He's now at 4, and somehow Knox able to stand as this fight spills to the outside at a count of 5. This is not good news. Sullivan has got to reverse something, because it seems to me like Knox has plans on retaining his championship via count out here. These knees right to the side of the head. And at a count of 8, guys, Knox runs back to the ring. But Knox! Wow, I did not expect that. Knox breaking the count at 9. I did not think he was going to do that. He very easily could have retained right there, guys. Got to give a little bit of props to Alistair, honestly. But Sully now, oh my God, and on the LED board. Oh, thank the Lord that Knox reversed that. Otherwise, would not have been pretty. Well, even though Knox broke the count once, maybe he was just trying to prolong the suffering of Sullivan, because we're at a count of 7, and Knox back to the ring again. I don't think he's going to break it this time, guys. No, he is. Okay, I guess I should just stop doubting Alistair Knox now. Knee to the face as Murphy gets up to a count of 2, and this is just honestly a mauling of Chris Sullivan. Sully standing on his own 2 feet, somehow, some way, desperately trying to get Knox back down to the ring. The United States champion doesn't seem to have any intentions of doing that, though. Oh! Knee strike flooring Sullivan. Jesus. Count of 8, guys. And I think 9 and 10. Alistair Knox, as he points the trigger at Sullivan, saying, "You're not worth my time." Alistair Knox retains his United States Championship via countout after dismantling Chris Sullivan there on the ramp, breaking the count twice, but as they say, the 3rd time is the charm. And Knox using his champion's advantage there to retain his title, as Sullivan looks absolutely livid at the bottom of the ramp, and I can't say that I blame him. But the rules are the rules, even if you don't like them. Yeah, Knox a bit cheeky. Well, guys, we now get into our 4th matchup of the evening, and Shea Huxton going to be back in action, and most definitely a big opportunity, and only his 2nd match in his CMV career after, of course, debuting last week, defeating Bloody Justice. Now stepping up his competition level, as he will go one-on-one with the current CMV Anarchy champion, Tyson Cage. And we guest at ringside the man who challenges Tyson Cage for the Anarchy Championship this Sunday at Battle Scars 4, Drake Dunn. Of course, NGW alum Rising Star champion cashed in the title to get that very opportunity this Sunday at the pay-per-view, getting a close look, trying to scout out Tyson Cage, just bit Collide for the championship in just 6 days. Well, we know that Shay Hoxton is in the throes of waging a war on Monday Night Fusion in an effort to try to take it over as his own. Says step by step, brick by brick, he will own Monday Night Fusion before coming after Harvey Hastings in the World Championship. Though after this Sunday, Harvey Hastings very well may not be the World Champion anymore, as of course Jacob Ziegler will be challenging him, and if Ziegler loses, then his Fusion career will be over. At Ascendant 6, Shay Hoxton bet on Jacob Ziegler to win. I don't know that he's going to be that confident to do so again at Battle Scars 4, but of course Shay Hoxton also having his own problems currently with a former world champion and Voice Vindy. The two have been sending shots back and forth. Vindy not here tonight, but I'm sure that somewhere he is watching closely. Vindy not so lucky last week in his in-ring return after nearly a year on the shelf, losing to Luke Swanson. Obviously some ring rust there, but hopefully Vindy can bounce back. Shay Hoxton, world-renowned competitor, has finally arrived to CMV and most definitely impressed me last week. Still has many naysayers throughout the CMV universe, the most vocal of which being Voice Vindy, but Shay Hoxton's got to focus because his competition tonight is no joke. Coming over from Genesis, making his Fusion debut, a former Fusion Tag Team Champion and the current CMV Anarchy Champion, the dashing one, Tyson Cage. And Tyson Cage has certainly got himself a busy week because tomorrow night we know he'll be making an appearance on NGW, competing in its main event. And then, of course, this Sunday at Battle Scars 4 will be defending his championship against that very man who is following him out from the back. The next big thing, Drake Dunn. Jeez Louise, man. I don't know what it is. Been in the zone, sweating like a pig over here. There you see Dunn in the shadows. Dunn with a very wise strategy coming out here tonight. He and Tyson Cage never crossed paths before. Wants to do as much homework as he possibly can. Tyson Cage winning that championship over the Ascendant 6 weekend. Surviving a hellacious fatal four-way to do so. What is up, Tyler? Welcome to CMV. Monday Night Fusion number 139. So here we go. Shay Hoxton looking to continue on his conquest of Monday Night Fusion while Tyson Cage looks for a successful debut and to pick up some momentum ahead of his defense in just 6 days' time. Murphy rings the bell and let's get it on. Hoxton right out of the gate. Got to know what a huge opportunity this could be to defeat a champion and only his second matchup here in CMV. Modified neckbreaker out of the gate, followed by a kick to the chest. Tyson Cage snacks back two with a neckbreaker of his own. Hopefully Drake doesn't try to get involved at all in any type of way in this matchup. Would love a clean one-on-one confrontation between these two. Has the potential to be a banger. Tyson Cage with a pretty stiff-looking clothesline as he brings Hoxton back up to his feet. Quickly single underhook, a DDT inbound, and that's something that Shay Hoxton has felt before from a different man, a man who's actually in action later on tonight in our co-main event. Face first goes Hoxton off the canvas there. Tyson Cage follows through an Irish whip. Off the ropes goes Hoxton on the rebound. Swooping behind. Oh, Dr. Teeth. Face first, Tyson Cage right off the knee. Trying to cave Hoxton's face in. Punch to the chest, though. Nice sweep by Hawks. Impressive. Hoxton very well-rounded. A crafty son of a gun, you could say. Not against bending the rules in his favor to be victorious. Drags Tyson Cage by arm and leg out of the corner. Now going to mount the Anarchy Champion, just wailing on him. Cage doing a decent job of protecting himself, not from that stomp to the gut on the way out, though. Up next, guys, the #1 contenders for the Trios titles. A team weighing in over 1,100 pounds. I don't know if you... 1,100! 1 ton plus 100. Mark and Tell, Guri Sokolov, and Damien with their eyes set on the Good Brothers of the Trios titles this Sunday at Battle Scars 4. Gonna try to freshen up. Up next as Tyson Cage tries to battle back against Shea Hoxton. And now Tyson, I think he's actually mocking Drake Dunn there in the direction of Drake Dunn trying to get in the head of his #1 contender before their face-off for the title 6 nights' time. Shea Hoxton having a tough time recuperating as Tyson Cage on the apron is looking for something big here. The Anarchy Champion wants to fly. Phenomenal forearm, kind of connected. Not in the way that I believe he intended, but decently enough. Drake Dunn keeping his distance, but you know he's not got to appreciate Tyson Cage flapping his gums. Cage should be smarter than that, though, especially against someone like Shea Hoxton taking his eyes off him. On the outside, that face match, Hoxton now counters. A scoop slam attempt, reverse DDT, slapping the tail on the way down. Look at Hoxton now, out of the view of referee Murphy, choking Tyson Cage. Here come the mounted punches again, over and over. A couple more getting through this time. There's the stomp to the midsection on the way out, because why not? Because F yo ribs. Back into the ring. Tosses the Anarchy Champion. Does Hoxton. Now going to the corner, Drake Dunn. Starting to move around the ringside area. Hope he doesn't get any sort of ideas. Hoxton finished taunting in the corner. Just repeatedly kicking the hell out of Tyson Cage. Not able to survive. My Lord. Hoxton putting these educated feet to good use, you could say. As now he scales to the top rope. The high rent district for Hox. Will it pay off? Yes, it will. Picture perfect. Textbook execution by Shea Hoxton. Tyson Cage, though, not done just yet. Swings around for a hook to the midsection. Closes the distance with a forearm smash. The Anarchy Champion not wanting to have his first night on Fusion sullied by Shea Hoxton. Irish whip to the corner. The champion slowly but surely approaches. Getting a good look at that ass coming up from behind. Punch to the back of the head. And again. Make it 3. Hoxton dropping down to one knee. Action rolls out of the way, but before he can capitalize, Tyson Cage there to meet him. Snapmare, tries for a punch to the side of the head, gets an elbow to the midsection instead. Glorious indeed is Shea Hoxton with the wrong time to say so. Tyson Cage planting him with a sharp-looking DDT. Now the champion charges looking for his patented code breaker. Shea Hoxton is quick. Swooping behind, single knee gut buster. What is up, GOAT? Hoxton forearm smash, kip up to boot. Inverted atomic drop. Scoop slam coming at you. Hoxton is feeling it tonight. To the apron he goes. Know exactly what Hoxton is setting up for. Lining up his shot, finger to the trigger. From the ropes, looking to plant that knee to the side of the head. And it connects flush. Hoxton's in the zone. Tyson Cage is looking a bit loopy, eyes glazed over. Not too hot. Shea Hoxton's got him right where he wants him. Nice block by the champ, though. Not going down so easy. Might not have a choice. Hoxton's looking for the finish. Tyson Cage counters it. There's the code breaker. Busted open and timber. Shea Hoxton falling like a sack of stones. Tyson Cage making sure Hoxton's get lucky with a rope break. Hook of the leg as he looks Drake Dunn right in the eyes. 1, 2... Oh my, woo! That was a close one. 2.9999999999999. But now Tyson Cage looks to hammer that final nail into the coffin. Going for the Canadian Destroyer. Shay Hoxton's got other plans in mind. Beautiful reversal into a face buster. 1, 2, only a 2 count. But now Hoxton catches a second wind. Going for a choke slam? Countered into a DDT. Hoxton, big ambitions there. Up on the one knee. Keep in mind, Hoxton busted open earlier off the code breaker. Tyson Cage going to target that open wound with a DDT off the kneeling position. Punch to the face, up against the ropes goes Hoxton. Hoxton's looking worse for wear. Hoxton trying to, oh man, another code breaker catches Hox out of nowhere. Now he's bleeding like a stuck pig. 1, 2. Only a 2 count though, and Tyson Cage looking at Drake Dunn. Drake Dunn smiling. Dunn's loving this. Tyson Cage exerting a lot of energy. Remember, Cage is in action tomorrow on NGW as well. The worse shape Tyson Cage is in, the better Dunn's chances of leaving Battle Scars Sport this Sunday as the Anarchy champion. Hoxton thought he had got out of the danger zone, but Tyson Cage, one last attempt, but missed. Now going for a chin lock. Cage wanting to slow things down a small bit, but I don't know if this is such a great strategy. You don't want to give Shay Hoxton a chance, man, because that's what's going to happen. Jawbreaker stunning Tyson Cage. Hoxton closes in. Tyson Cage is ready for him. Forearm smash. The Anarchy champion closes in. Going overhead with the fireman's carry. Shay Hoxton brings him to his feet. Bob's your uncle. And what is this? Shay Hoxton just choking Tyson Cage, grabbing him by the throat as he laughs in his face. Tyson Cage, however, breaking free. But that choke obviously wearing him down some. What a dastardly villain Shay Hoxton is. I've never seen anybody just grab someone by the throat and laugh in their face. What a match this has turned out to be. Tyson Cage, as the Anarchy champion, needs that momentum before meeting the very man that's ringside. Drake Dunn, got to be getting tired standing on his feet this long. Neckbreaker trying to catch Shay Hoxton off guard, and maybe he will. Close, but no cigar. Tyson Cage is running on empty, hands on his hips, breathing in and out, trying to get a little bit of gas back in the tank as he goes for one more shot. The third time is the charm. Canadian Destroyer. Good night, sweet prince. Cage, what are you doing though? Cage is freaking out. I think Drake Dunn might be shouting up at him, talking about his mama. And Tyson Cage, distracted, makes it to the pin late. Is it still enough? No! Shay Hoxton, thanks to Drake Dunn, is able to kick out. If Tyson Cage had gotten to the pin right away, maybe this match would be over. But Cage got distracted, and now it might pay the price. Hoxton's got one more chance. Can't let it slip away. Knee to the midsection. Overhand punch. Forearm smash. Knife edge chop. Kick to the midsection. Trapped in the corner. Stomp to the midsection. Tyson Cage. Springboard to the outside. Leg drop to the back of the head. My God, what a match. And now Shay Hoxton, absolutely drenched in blood. Third code breaker. And Tyson can hardly stand after connecting with it. Shay Hoxton looking up at the lights like he's in La La Land. Donning that proverbial crimson mask, and now Cage adopting a slow, methodical pace. Tries for a DDT, but just like that, Hoxton finds one little slither of opportunity. Arm drag. Spinning soul kick. Hoxton, I think, just shot for the finish, but Cage was quicker. Canadian Destroyer, no distractions from Drake Dunn this time. Cage immediately ensures there won't be a rope break. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, go. You have got to be kidding me. Are you joking? Tyson Cage actually got to the pin on time that time. Hoxton still able to kick. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought he was going for another. Still a pile driver, but I thought he was going for another. Did Hoxton just get right back up? What? Hoxton like, yo, fuck your shit. Oh my God. Shay Hoxton, maybe it just had a pure instinct popping up after eating that pile driver, but surely the damage is adding up. Tyson Cage has just got to try to stay on top of things, keep Hoxton grounded, continue to wear him down. I don't know how much more Hoxton can be worn down, though. Look at his goddamn face. Tyson Cage just won't. Oh, wrong time to taunt, Cage. Wrong time to taunt. You should know better than that. Leaping lariat, and Hoxton calling Cage a loser now. Just bullying Tyson. As, Hoxton again grabbing Tyson Cage by the throat, squeezing the life out of him as he just laughs. Just imagine how debilitating that can be. You're in a match, your opponent just grabs you by the throat like a bitch and laughs in your face. Cheeky jab now, tries for a big hook. Cage was ready, kick to the midsection, not ready for that though. Northern Lights suplex by Hoxton. And look at the power of the gambling man. Followed through by a deadlift brainbuster. Incredible. Lateral press to pin. Does Hoxton have it in the bag? 1, 2, no. And now it's a Hoxton. Can't even see his face at this point, but lining up his shot. Cage unaware of what's coming. Belly to backplex. Bridge to pin. 1, 2, 3, and Shay Hoxton somehow coming out of this the winner. What in the hell? An absolute war, show steal. I don't know how any of the other matches tonight are going to top that. 10 out of 10. Dave Meltzer would give this 5 stars, but it wasn't in Japan. I'd give it 5 stars, though. My God, Hoxton is coming out of this certainly brandishing the wounds of war, but standing, well, I don't even know if he's going to be standing. Jeez Louise, man. And Drake Dunn's got a big smile on his face. Props to Hoxton for even being able to stand on his own 2 feet right now. Wait a minute, it's Vindy! Vindy from the crowd. He's not supposed to be here tonight. He's got a bone to pick with Hoxton. And Hoxton, wait a minute, here comes Drake Dunn. What? Vindy and Drake Dunn teaming up on Hoxton. Where the hell is Hoxton? Hoxton's like, I ain't having this. I ain't having any of this. Voice Vindy rushing the ring. He and Drake Dunn proceeding to try and attack Hoxton, but Hoxton's getting the hell out of there. Before he got caught up in that double team assault, Hoxton was like, I ain't about it. And he booked it. He was like, nah, friend. That was cutting it close. Now we have an alliance between Voice Vindy and Drake Dunn? Jeez. Well, thank God Hoxton got out of there. I shudder to think of what Vindy and Dunn would have done to him. Been able to continue that attack. But, Hoxton, either way, gonna have to take a trip to the medical office as the night continues in our tertiary main event. Coming to you now, the #1 contenders for the Trios titles, the team that will challenge the Good Brothers, Xander Slate, Randy Borton back in action, and Reese Ortiz this Sunday at Battlestar, guys. It is the newest acquisitions to Fusion, brought over in the draft, the Monsters, Mark Intel and Guri Sukhanov, and listing Damien and creating a team that averages out to over 1,100 pounds. And tonight they're going to look to show us what they're all about before they become champions in just 6 nights' time. And I believe that is what it says on the down below, Babs. Yeah, I know. Mark is missing out on this monumental opportunity. Well, yes, the man that is leading the team against the Monsters here, none other than Norman Cottonbelly, and listing some fellow local talents he knows. I mean, this is a team that can truly just take over the scene here on Monday Night Fusion. These two alone give me nightmares. I lie awake at night just knowing that these two exist in the world. And now they're going to have the Gargoyle of Destruction joining them? No, thank you. Gotcha, Babs. Guys, a tweet, though, from Schmitty here says, Simmons wants to get personal talking about my wife and kid. Okay, I'll see you this Sunday, buddy. Yeah, like I said, probably one of the matches I'm most looking forward to this Sunday at Battle Scars 4. Percy Simmons and Schmitty going to go one-on-one. And, of course, Mark Intel and Guri Sukanov enlisting Damien not only because he's of their size and stature, but Damien also a former Trios champion alongside the Kent brothers earlier this season, so they know he's got the experience when it comes to these types of matches. I'll say Slade, Morton, Ortiz, the Good Brothers have got their work cut out for them. I do not envy any single one of them. 1,100 pounds. 1,100 pounds, guys. And here he comes, the newcomer of the year, the 7-foot-tall, over 300-pound Gargoyle of Destruction, Damien. One of the most polarizing figures of this season on Fusion. As we touched on, Damien earlier this season alongside the Kent brothers, Sean and Ryan, won the Trios titles, losing them soon after and then having a bit of a falling out. So Damien now, since Ascendance, where he, of course, lost to Guri Sukanov in that Monsters Ball match. What, man, was it well, it was exactly what it was, a Monsters Ball. They are 1-1, and I guess maybe earning some respect for each other out of the series they've had to join forces. So there's the mass of humanity that could very well be our next Trios champions, but, well, they've got their... I'm not even going to try to act like this team has any sort of chance. But, well, an opportunity to be featured on the big stage of Monday Night Fusion. Dan Stacy hoping and praying that he just comes out of this alive. Norman Cottonbelly, of course, officially signed to a contract here in CMV, but not to any particular show. Garnering support from his local indie friends to help him out. That was actually BRC versus Bloody Justice and the Anarchists. Okay, Soul, get it right. And here comes the guy who, on his own, I might say, could be a credible threat. Ken Kenny. Looking as jacked as the day is long. This kid's in good shape. So Dan Stacy and Ken Kenny making their CMV debuts as they'll be joined by team leader Norman Cottonbelly. I would have never called Norman that. I wouldn't even speak that word. The Leviathan. All right, the genetic freak. And here he comes. Norman Cottonbelly. Hoping to find his first victory in his CMV stretch. Cottonbelly, I mean, you take one look at him, you say, this kid looks like a wet spaghetti noodle. But, hey, last week at NGW, he put up quite a fight against the monster. Cottonbelly's got some spunk. He's got some pizzazz, all right? Cottonbelly, I think one day is going to surprise us all. I just don't think that day is today. I mean, this is 1,100 pounds versus maybe 400 pounds here. Maybe. I mean, what? Dan Stacy probably $150. Ken Kenny maybe 200. Norman probably just $1. Maybe even less. I'm pretty sure that spunk means something different over here. Look at how Mark Gonzalez and Gurry are like kind of jamming out a little bit. So here we go, and God help the team of Dan Stacy, Ken Kenny, and Norman Cottonbelly as Mark Gonzalez easily having probably 300 pounds here. Wow. Dan Stacy immediately regretted that. Punching, got all 2 good hits. And now it's all downhill. The big red machine. Gut wrench suplex, not just one though, not even just 2. But I love Dan Stacy's reaction. He literally hit Mark Gonzalez and then backed away. That was great. Brought up to a vertical base, and Mark Gonzalez, the former Anarchy champion, a CMV veteran, coming together with Yuri Sukanov, a former international and Alpha World champion a couple of months ago. And geez Louise, Papa Cheese won. Only a 1 count. Dan Stacy stays alive for now. Action rolls out of the way. Again tries to size up to Mark Gonzalez. Not a good idea. In the corner of the Monsters. And up on that top rope. May the Lord have mercy on Dan Stacy's soul. Mark Gonzalez, pendulum backbreaker on the top turnbuckle. You don't have to kill him, Mercantile. I know you might like to kill him, but you don't have to. Choke slam, transition into a sit-out power bomb. That's innovative by Mercantile there. Impressive. And now both Ken Kenny and Norman Cottonbelly begging Dan Stacy to try and make a tag to one of them. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Irish whip into the corner. Punch to the back of the head of Mercantile. Slamming Stacy face first off the turnbuckle. Now makes the tag to Damien. Mercantile. Oh, God. Working with Damien. Body splash. Thrown out into a clothesline. Well, great charisma right off the bat from this new trio. Claw slam, inverted Irish slam, and there's the spit of red poison mist. That usually signals the end of Damien's opponents, but Dan Stacy might be looking like he's down, but he's not out. Oh, never mind. And now Damien with a jackknife powerbomb. But Dan Stacy, can he make the tag? Here comes the genetic freak, the Leviathan, and taken down with a headbutt to the chest. Ken Kenny checking on Dan Stacy, making sure he's even still alive. As Damien ties up the arms of Cottonbelly for a coloss. Damien, see the cogs turning in his mind. What's exactly he's thinking of here? I don't even want to fathom. Damien catching it with an arm wrench, though. Cottonbelly falls face first to the canvas as the Gargoyle of Destruction now traps him into the corner. Wants the tag, gonna get it to Mercantile. Looks like Yuri Suckanov's having an off night. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is this now? Look at that neck break bomb by the #1 contenders for the trios titles. And now Mercantile, the power bomb machine, just about breaking Cottonbelly in half. Mercantile's not even done either. Irish whip to the corner. Tag made to Gurry. Just tossing Cottonbelly. Oh, don't do this, guys. No, Cottonbelly! Oh, no. Can Kenny make the save? Yes, he can! Ken Kenny breaks down Mercantile and saves Cottonbelly's life. Oh, my God. Cottonbelly, 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 Cottonbelly. Cottonbelly. Yuri Suckanov has no idea what's going on. The Cobra! It strikes! The lethal dose! Uh-oh. That was a mistake, though. Or maybe not. Cottonbelly got some fight left in him yet. But Suckanov having none of it, neither here nor there. Tag to Damien. Drop, toe hold, elbow drop combination as Mercantile just now gets back up to his feet. Cottonbelly looks for a tag. Before he can make it, though, I think that the monster, is he biting him? Is Damien biting Cottonbelly? I couldn't really tell from that angle, but I think he was. Oh, the monster is almost like they're playing with their food right now. Oh my God, Cottonbelly. Cottonbelly! Cottonbelly DDT to Damien. This would be the single greatest upset in CMV history. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, but Damien kicks out. And a tag to Ken Kenny now. Double K. Can he bring it home? Damien is stunned. The Gargoyle of Destruction letting them have their fun. But now it all comes to an end. Straight jacket German. Kenny slammed right down onto his neck. Damien just dismantling this poor boy now. Drags him by the arm. Ken Kenny completely limp. There's that inverted virus slam. And Ken Kenny's not a small man either. Damien's just chucking around like a rag doll. My God, German suplex. Ken Kenny desperately wants to get the hell out of the ring. Dan Stacy trying to accept the tag, but again, the inverted virus slam, kick to the shoulder, because why the hell not? And now Damien wrapping his big meaty claw around the back of Ken Kenny's head as he looks for the virus slam. And Kenny is out of it, but can Norman Cottonbelly make the save? Yes, he can! The monsters are too slow. Cottonbelly's team actually has the advantage in that sense. Tag Nagurius, Norman counters Markatel's offense. But now gonna pay for it. And Ken Kenny just continues to get mauled. It's like the monsters are a pack of... Gurry says, hey, Cottonbelly's in here. Let me go murder him also. As Dan Stacy just watches like the good teammate he is. Cottonbelly is trying whatever he can to like keep his team alive, but he's honestly just prolonging the inevitable. Pop up, ya punch ya by the Russian Ogre. The former international and Alpha World Champion. And Marketel again, as they did to Cottonbelly. Look at a feast on the remains of Ken Kenny with Thunder Valley. Can Gurry stop whoever tries to come in and save him, though? It's Dan. What are you doing, Gurry? You ding-dong. Gurry with the fail of the century, just saying, never mind. Well, now Dan Stacy is dead. Norman Cottonbelly checks on him for a moment. The monsters continuing to murder the opposing team, but every time they go for a pin, it gets broken up. Ken Kenny's not hit a single move in this match. He broke up one pin. Oh my God. Honestly, just pin him off. God, the ref should throw up the X. Call this match off. Jesus. I don't even think Ken Kenny's ever going to wrestle again. Not just in CMV, in general. Irish whip into the corner. Markentel approaches steadfast. Tad Naguri Sukhanov. Ken Kenny. I mean, Jesus. Single knee gutbuster. Sliding shin strike. Just pin him. Pin him, Guri. He's dead. They're not, what are you doing? What are you doing, you big bastard? Well, to his credit, yeah, you almost made it. Almost. Almost don't count for nothing in a wrestling ring, though. Yeah, Guri's just trying new stuff. He knows he's good. Nothing's going to happen. Ken Kenny with a momentary spur of life that is quickly snuffed out by the Russian Ogre. Oh, 400 plus pounds as Ken Kenny is draped over the middle. What was that thing he did after? Oh, Ken Kenny! Ken Kenny! Can he make the tag? Can he do it? Is there a chance yet? And here comes Dan Stacy, the Machine, the Warrior. Forearm smash. Clothesline. Dan Stacy is rolling. Leg drop. Come on, Stacy. I find myself getting behind this team. I can't help it. Dan Stacy, can he do it for all the local talents out there? For everyone who told him he's too skinny, too short, too white, that he's got a man bun. But Mark Goodell says, Dan Stacy, your man bun's dumb. Stacy falls to the distraction Guri comes to, and just like that, for a brief moment, we thought maybe. Look at Norman got the hell out of there. He was like, I want nothing to do with this. Pop up. Strike to the jaw. Dan Stacy swiftly disposed of as Ken Kenny is still down on the outside. Jesus, man, the Monsters could have won this matchup, honestly, at like 10 different points in this match. Damien and Marcantel giving Guri his room to work because we know what he's looking for. That earth-shattering sit-out last ride. Look at the look on Stacy's face. Yeah, that tells it all. That's the exact reaction you would expect. Will we get another clutch save, or is this matchup finally over? 1, 2, 3. A valiant effort by Cottonbelly and his team, but after having their fun, the Monsters find victory. Man, do they work well as a team. Man, Ken Kenny, I feel the worst for him. Will this be the same sight we see this Sunday at Battle Scars 4 when these three Goliaths challenge the Good Brothers for the Trios titles? Yo, what's up, Paul? And I got you, Babs. Bless, fam. Shit, one moment. All right. Get back into it, guys, because the night is not over just yet. Co-main event coming our way as Adam Scott makes his Fusion debut, going toe-to-toe with Jason Spade. Man who shook the landscape of CMV last week with his surprise debut and victory over Chris Sullivan. Jason Spade, in his own words, saying, if you know who I am, forget what you know. If you don't know who I am Jason Spade. And everybody is on my target list. Well, tonight, he stands across the ring from the scorned Adam Scott. We all know his story and what he went through this past season as a part of Genesis, but a chance to begin anew as a member of the Fusion roster. Adam Scott, a hell of a competitor. But so is Jason Spade. I mean, we saw a man that Spade knows all too well. Shea Hoxton earlier tonight steal the show with his win over Anarchy champion Tyson Cage. But if a match can outdo that, it's going to be this one right here. And let's not forget our main event's going to come up next, guys. 3 of the 6 men who will compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match this Sunday at Battle Scars 4 collide for momentum MF3, MLP, and Pierre Thompson. I am looking forward to that. Is that an accomplishment? Should I induct him into the Hall of Fame just for that? And there he is, Jason Spade. I can't tell you how excited I am to have him in CMV. He showed us, for anybody who's unaware of him, what he is worth last week. That phenomenal victory he earned over Chris Sullivan. Of course, Sullivan earlier tonight vying for the United States Championship against Alistair Knox, but losing via countout. Everyone is a target in CMV for Jason Spade, he says. The past is in the past. He's looking to carve himself a bright future, and he could do that right here on Monday Night Fusion. Let's see if Jason Spade can continue on his crusade. Or will Adam Scott soil it in his venture for a restart to his life? Let's find out right here, right now. Adam Scott, Jason Spade, toe-to-toe in our co-main event. Shake of the hands, love to see that always. Good show of respect, even though Adam Scott has been scored just about as scored as anybody could be. Nothing against Jason Spade. Both men have pretty much look exactly the same in terms of their bodies. Same height, same build. So very even playing field, but it is Adam Scott who starts strong and immediately going after the arm there of Jason Spade. Right from the get-go, trying to soften him up. Now brought up into a seated position, up onto one knee. A slow-paced kick to the chest, connects flush, but Jason Spade takes with a pinch of salt and fires back strong with that German suplex stomp to the back of the head to immediately follow it up. Then I think he was going to attempt an Irish whip, but thrown overhead instead with that fireman's carry. Adam Scott does not let up. Pulls him to his feet, Irish whip off the ropes, on the rebound, going to catch him. Nope, slaps the temples, bam! Takedown with the hip toss, nicely done by Jason Spade. Now taking Scott by arm and leg, early pinfall attempt. Don't know that he's going to try to get the job done right here. Trying to wear down Scott more so, force him to exert his energy early on so that he gets tired quicker. Jason Spade, certainly a thinking man's wrestler. Swift arm drag, brought up to his feet quickly. No rest for the wicked, as they say. Forearm smash, though, by Scott. Grabbed by the arm, tying up the legs, targeting the knees. Adam Scott said it before, very well-rounded competitor and knows exactly how to dissect an opponent. I think he just went for his spear. If so, Jason Spade, great reflexes to sidestep it, now tossing Scott. I think his shoulder went right into the steel post. Going after that arm is Spade. A little bit of payback for how this match started. Dropping the knee to the kidneys, Jason Spade. Dangerous man. So many ways he can beat an opponent. The most well-known of which being the Lansenberg lobotomy. But look at how he beat Chris Sullivan last week was a coup de grace. Ooh, nice tornado DDT. Something I don't see all too often here in CMV. Arm drag though, Adam Scott clenching his teeth, trying to fight through the pain. Back and forth now, tit for tat they go, counterfest ensuing. Like it's 1999 up in here, but now Spade has got Scott exactly where he wants him in the end, just maybe an eye. Lansenberg lobotomy set up, but Scott counters, tries to go low, caught with a knee. It's like these two have known each other for a long time, but this is the first time ever they're going one-on-one. Where's Spade going? That is quite a long shot across the ring there. Is this so smart? Yeah, Spade rethinks it. Good choice. Charging Adam Scott, but I guess Scott countered that dropkick attempt. Didn't really look like it. Very weakly so. DDT And now Spade takes just a moment to appreciate the cheers of the CMV universe, pandering a small bit, but in that time, Scott trying to get back to his feet. Spade helps with the good humanitarian he is. Overhead butterfly suplex tosses him. And now out of the corner, has Scott in his sights, pulls the trigger, tries for a knee strike to the side of the head. Scott sees it coming, moves out of the way just in the nick of time. However, unable to capitalize on the reversal. Cravat neckbreaker instead by Spade. Adam Scott continues to make these big reversals, but those don't really matter if you can't work off of them, and Spade's doing such a good job of catching Scott around every single corner, not allowing him to stay in control. To the corner, elbow to the side of the head though, and Scott, I believe, just tried for his rolling knee bar, and if he would have gotten that locked in, Jason Spade very well may have been forced to tap out. The reflexes of Spade being showcased in this match. Very impressive. Lucha DDT. To the pin. 1, 2. No, not even a 2 count. Bit overzealous myself. Adam Scott staying alive, but for how long? Jason Spade exhausting himself. Hands on his hips. You can see he's having a hard time breathing. Trying to get a bit of gas back in the tank, though, as once more he looks to bring this match to an end. I think this time he's going to get it. The Lenzenberg lobotomy by Jason Spade connects. Ensures Scott doesn't get a lucky rope break. Murphy to the pin. 1, 2. Oh. And Jason Spade even thought that was a 3. I did too, I'm honest. That was about as close as they come. Murphy calling it though. Scott stays alive. Spade continues on the attack. Springboard. Oh no, he actually overshot it. Went right over Adam Scott. But Adam Scott is still sleeping on his feet. That's good news for Spade. Irish whip to the corner. Adam Scott, ooh, that was a nasty kick, and there's the spear. Adam Scott saw his opening, immediately capitalized on it, now to the top rope, and Adam Scott, we know what he's looking for here. From the top. Throwing his entire body weight at Spade. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Adam Scott with a quick succession of heavy hitters, but not enough to stay Jason Spade in this matchup here in our co-main event of Fusion number 139. Watch out, referee Murphy nearly crushed as Adam Scott somehow tries to stay on top of Jason Spade. From the high rent district, connects with the senton, now ducks the clothesline crossbody. Spade refusing to stay down though, and here comes Adam Scott at a high velocity with the wheelbarrow bulldog. Now to the corner, Spade takes a deep breath, lets out a mighty roar. The fans are torn, but they are certainly on their feet. What a match this has been. There's the spear again connecting. Jason Spade's body is bent in a way that I'm pretty sure the human body is not meant to bend right now. Not meant to bend, I should say. Arm drag, though. Jason Spade, just what it's looking like he might be down. He comes right back, but Adam Scott is intent on walking out the victor as he scales to the top rope again once more. Beckoning for Spade to rise, and the spear chops him down. 1, 2, 3, and Adam Scott just edges out the win over a game Jason Spade. What a match, but Spade is bested by Adam Scott, who, like I said, is on a mission to start his life anew. And no intentions of walking out with the loss in his Fusion debut. What a match, though, indeed. Well, Jason Spade said everybody's a target. But maybe Jason Spade was the target tonight for Adam Scott. Are you a big fan of that spear, Diamond? Well, now, my fine feathered friends, it is main event time here on Monday Night Fusion number 139, where this Sunday, 6 nights time, Battle Scars 4 will be coming at you, the penultimate pay-per-view this season. Boys of Fusion, of course, the very last stream of this season on September 30th will be Retaliation, which is the Fusion exclusive pay-per-view. And in just 3 weeks, September the 16th, is the last pay-per-view of the season for Genesis Anarchy Rules. The Battle Scars 4 is most definitely going to be a hell of an event. Not only do we have the Money in the Bank ladder match featuring these three men, MF3, MLP, Pierre Thompson, along with Alistair Knox, John Reed, and PJ Moon. We have got Jacob Ziegler putting it all on the line, his Fusion career, for one more shot at Harvey Hastings and the World Championship. We've got Percy Simmons versus Schmitty. We've got Matt Devious versus Andrew Rake's Trios Championship match. The Monsters versus the Good Brothers. And just announced, guys, actually moments ago, by Gentleman as Yuri Sokolov, Voice Vindy versus Shay Oxton added to the Battle Scars 4 card, along with much, much more. It is going to be an event you don't want to miss. We get a tweet here, guys, from World Champion Harvey Hastings. He says, they can fight for that shitty little briefcase all they want. When I end Ziegler's career, I will end theirs as well. Harvey Hastings with strong words to both whomever the Money in the Bank winner may be and Jacob Ziegler. Both Ziegler and Hastings getting the night off tonight in preparation for their ultimate battle this Sunday. Mark is just a sweet little boy, you know? The man we're looking at right now, none other than the Angel of Monday Night Fusion, Maurice Fisher the third, coming off of Ascendant 6, where he defeated Perry Huden in an amazing matchup. MF3 earning his way into Money in the Bank. And the only man to have prior Money in the Bank ladder match experience of the 6 who compete this Sunday actually is Pierre Thompson for MF3. And MLP, obviously, I'm an idiot. Those are the two I forgot. It's MF3, Alistair Knox. No, I'm stupid. It's that vintage dashing memory. There's 3 guys who have prior Money in the Bank ladder match experience. I have my notes right here, too. I thought I knew it. I thought I could go out on my own, but I always need my notes. It's MLP, Pierre Thompson, and John Reed all have prior Money in the Bank ladder match experience. In fact, MLP was the winner of last year's Money in the Bank ladder match at Battle Scars 3. Of course, then cashing it in to become the Alpha World Champion. Michael Lee Pratt didn't have the greatest of nights at Ascendant 6, putting up a hell of a fight against Alistair Knox for the U.S. title, but failing to capture the gold. Now MLP looks to make history, become the only ever 2-time Money in the Bank winner. Calls himself the King of Flight for a reason. MLP going to feel right at home alongside those ladders. And it was actually Pierre Thompson and John Reed. Their ladder match, Money in the Bank ladder match experience was in that same match that MLP was in last year. All three of them were in that Genesis Money in the Bank ladder match, so they'll be joining once again. Going to be very interesting to see someone like Alistair Knox, though, and PJ Moon fare. Remember, there are no pinfalls, no submissions. The only way to win a Money in the Bank ladder match is to climb the ladder and unhook the briefcase that hangs above the ring. Once the superstar does that, they then have the ability to cash in anytime, anywhere for a world championship opportunity. Only one time ever in CMV history has a cash-in failed. Of course, Nick Blake, when he cashed in 2 years ago, lost to the then world champion Justin Sane. Of course, just recently this season, Chris Diamond cashed in Money in the Bank to become world champion. And here is no doubt a fan favorite to become Mr. Money in the Bank this Sunday. Prime time, the big dog is looking to eat. Pierre Thompson, fresh off of the most beautiful win I've ever seen, defeating Hayden in under a minute at the Show of Shows. And of course, Hayden has since made his excuses as to why that was, but at the end of the day, Thompson proved that he has what it takes to carry this show on his back. And if he becomes the Money in the Bank winner, he is pretty much statistically guaranteed to be the next world champion. I always got to mention, it's in Chris Diamond's contract that I have to mention him at least once every show. Well, this triple threat simply about momentum for these three superstars. First fall to a finish by pinfall or submission in the ring. No countouts and disqualification, of course, as we know, in a three-way. We're very excited to see what these guys can get done, though. I think it's the first time all three of them are bumping into each other. So here we go, MF3, MLP, and Pierre Thompson gonna get it on in a minute as Murphy rings that bell. And guys, do not forget, tomorrow night is NGW, and it is going to be a hell of a show. Of course, we know Anarchy champion Tyson Cage will be competing. I actually, earlier today, learned whose opponent is going to be none other than the new NGW champion, TZ Mass. That is going to be a very interesting confrontation. TZ Mass versus Tyson Cage. Not only that, General Manager Ken Donahue telling me there's going to be a fatal four-way elimination match to determine who will challenge TZ Mass next for his NGW championship. That's going to be a stacked show as MLP comes flying into the ring off the springboard with that twisting cross body, now taking out Pierre Thompson. This is exactly why MLP is my personal pick to become Mr. Money in the Bank once again. The king of flight. I don't call him that for nothing. MF3, though, typical that he's going to go and mock the CM Universe. That allows Thompson to yank him off the second turnbuckle there with a nasty-looking German suplex. Inverted suplex now as you see MLP trying to get back up to his feet. MLP definitely has the most experience. He won last year's Money in the Bank ladder match. He knows what having that briefcase means and what it can do. He cashed in successfully once. He could do it again. Backbreaker into a Russian leg sweep as there goes Fisher once more, taunting the CMV Universe. Thompson knocked out of the outside. How about that Fisherman suplex? No bridge to try and pin, though, and I think MF3 actually broke up MLP's signature maneuver. Like I said, I think one day Norman Cottonbelly's going to shock us all. Tonight just wasn't his night. Pierre Thompson rejoining the fight, attacking Murphy. Uncalled for. I don't think he meant it, though. I know Pierre. He wouldn't do something like that. Murphy's a good guy, you know. Leg drop. Elbow drop. Forearm smash. Combination by the big dog is CMV. Returning to his feet. The play of the day. Shot by Thompson, but deflected by Pratt. Both menacing a grapple as they go after each other. This is a singles match that I would pay to see. MF3 versus MLP. Yes, please. If you're listening, Mr. Sokolov, get us that match ASAP. Real to a front headlock. European uppercut by MLP, followed by an Irish shoulder to the corner. Slowly but surely approaches. MLP does not want to exert himself. Thompson, though, given that time. Pendulum backbreaker and showing off that 18-inch python, brother. Or dropping it across the chest of MF3 before sliding back into the ring. Gonna take his good old time. Ain't no rush for the Angel of Fusion. Snap German suplex. That is vintage MF3. Thompson winning in the wings, though. Looking to catch MF3 off guard. European uppercut. And there's the play of the day. Again reverse. Thompson not having an easy time. MF3 and MLP having his number. Nice combination that Thompson actually frequently uses. Getting a bit of a taste of his own medicine, if you will. MF3 decides this is his chance to try for a pin. MLP down for the count, though I don't think so. Not even a 2 count. Able to stick with it as MF3 using that no DQ rule, trying to gouge the eyes of MLP. Oh! Imagine just kicking someone in the shin. Dick move. Oh, Thompson, come on. Attacking Murphy again. That time it was justified. Not justified, but understandable to break up the pin. But come on. Murphy gonna end up fighting back. Murphy versus Pierre Thompson confirmed for Ascendant 7. Oh, I love that MF3 countered. An electric chair attempt by Pierre. And then hit him. Springboard crossbody. MF3 takes himself out. Goodbye. Everybody's down. Everybody's down. MLP, the first one, starting to move. Into the pin, hoping that Thompson is still knocked out. Murphy comes to. One, only a 1 count. Yeah, didn't think it was going to get much. Elbow to the face, MF3, after knocking himself out. Back into the ring, Thompson finally hits the play of the day. MF3 is looking to soil the party, though. Back and forth they go, tit for tat. Oh, and MF3 looking to clip the wings of Thompson. What a reversal by Prime Time. Just before Fisher could dig the heel of his boot to the base of Thompson's skull, the big dog, I should say. Don't want Thompson coming over here and attacking me like he has Murphy this entire match. Oh, MLP get up. Wow. Dick move. Pierre Thompson looking for the trio. Gut wrench suplex only got off 2. MLP pays for it, though. Forward Russian leg sweep. See you bye. Drops down to the outside, but that's just what MF3 needed. Slapping the holy hell out of Thompson, followed up by a knee right up into the chin. Pin, only a 1 count. And MF3 obviously not very impressed with what Thompson's delivered in this matchup so far. Dropped over that top rope, chest first, gonna make it harder for Thompson to breathe. Here comes Pratt. Him and MF3 going right after each other. Timber dropping down. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. MLP going to the high rent district. The king of flight. 630 senton every single time. It is mesmerizing. And Pratt drops to the pin, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and MLP going to head into Battle Scars 4 and Money in the Bank. with the momentum on his side. My pick, if I can be unbiased. Chaotic triple threat ends with Pratt hitting his signature 630 senton to get the victory. Will the same be said this Sunday? Will it be MLP who stands atop that ladder, briefcase in hand, or will it be any 5 of his opponents? MF3, Peter Thompson, Alistair Knox, John Reed, or PJ Moon. Here's what did it. Look at that. Simply amazing. Michael Lee Pratt is looking to make history, become the first ever 2-time Money in the Bank winner. Live from Dallas, Texas, at Battle Scars 4 this Sunday, 6 nights time. Be there or be square. All right, guys, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you do drop a follow. Be part of CMV Point, our social medias. And I will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow for NGW. I see it. If not, make sure you are there this Sunday, September 2nd, for Battle Scars 4. It is going to be a phenomenal show. Other than that, have a good one. Love you. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Don't let the topher bite.